Good morning and welcome to another one of my boring videos. We just got back from the Jewett City flea market today. Now I didn't go last week because my wife had the surgery the following Monday, today being Sunday, so we didn't go, naturally, needless to say. And my wife is doing very good, by the way. She's still in pain, but she went home the next day. And once again, want to thank everybody for their well wishes. And you know, I already put that thank you video up there, and I appreciate all the well wishes and the people that have expressed their prayers and thoughts for my wife. Today, I think I did pretty good. First of all, my son paid $10 for this. It's a Colby DVD player, and I didn't realize it, but it doesn't have the battery that clips on the bottom. But he wanted it, you know, and it came with a heavy-duty charger. It looks a lot better than probably the one that Colby originally came with. I bought this. I keep losing these things. The surf foam for wood rasp. It's very, very sharp. Paid $1 for this. And of course my son paid $1 for this DVD here. I took a chance on this. On my Delta, I think it's a 10-inch table saw that I bought at the yard sale, and you see me use it in some earlier videos. And it's always missing the miter gauge. Always. Every saw you get at the yard sale, these things are always missing. So I took a chance. It's got the little flanges on the end where you pull it out, it doesn't go down and fall off. And I just tried it on this table saw, and it fits. The guy wanted 3, and I said, well, it might not fit my table saw. Would you take 2 and I'll take a chance on it? He says, sure. So, take that tag off. $2. And it fits the table saw just perfectly. Now, for this, it's a 1,000-watt generator, and the guy had it running, but he says it would only, we took the air cleaner off, it only would run on starting fluid, and then it won't continuously run. It keeps stopping. When he did get it running on starting fluid, it sounded good, no knocks or anything. He says he got fresh gas in here, so it's got good compression. But it will not start, and I'm not good at carburetors, so I'll spray some carburetor cleaner in there and see if I can do something with it. And when it was running, it was fairly quiet, so you're going to ask me what I paid for this. It's a GENERAC S1000. $5. 5. Do I need it? No. Is it a good deal? Yes. I couldn't pass it up. Now I have a GENERAC S1500 that I had since the mid-80s that I'm really trying to sell. It's got the 2 handles on it. It's a 3.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. And it's good for, I would say, 1,200 watts continuous. Beyond that, it stalls out. I've got one of these Harbor Freight electric pumps. And my intention is, if we ever run out of water or we lose power here, we don't have water to flush the toilets, I can always run a hose from the pump, which I made a video on quite a while ago, and put this generator out in the yard and run a garden hose down to the brook and pump up the water. I've got the pump and everything. Like I say, I made a video on that quite a few videos back, a few years ago. So this would run the electric pump, and it's probably 1,000 watts. I would imagine surge, 120 volts AC, 60 cycles. 2 outlets, and the ground lug here. Okay, it's on springs, and a metal gas tank, and I got to experiment with it. What he did is he took this off and sprayed the, let's see what the choke is here now. Told me where the choke was. For some reason I don't see it. Here it is. Okay, choke. I doubt it will start because he says it won't continue. It won't stay running. You have to start it with starting fluid. It did work. I couldn't get the choke quick enough. Oh, it did run though. How about that? Yeah, it won't stay running. That's what it is. But let me just see if I use a half a choke on it. Let's see, about 3/4 choke. You can look in there and you can see the little lever in there, little butterfly. Nope, guess you need full choke. Okay, well, you can see it's not all that noisy at all. So I think this has possibilities. Now, hang on a minute. Let me put a light on this. All right, I got a CFL plugged in here. I don't have an incandescent bulb handy right now. Let's just try it. Ready? $5, ladies and gentlemen. But if I can only get it to stay running. But I'm going to play around with the, I'm going to spray some carburetor cleaner in it and so forth. Now, the guy had 2 of these. He had, this is a 1,000 watt. He had an 1,100 watt. It was a little bit bigger than this, a little heavier, but it was yellow. And it was a larger muffler on it. But he wanted 10 for that one. But I didn't really need it. I got this primarily for a small generator for very small things. They don't expect to run power tools or anything like that because the surge this won't run it. So why this won't stay running, I don't know, but it won't stay running long enough for me to play with the choke on it. But let me try it again and see if I can play around with the choke. I don't know why it won't stay running, but it's got to be something with the carburetor. And if you look at earlier videos that I've done, I have 0 success with carburetors. But let me, all I can do is just spray carburetor cleaner down in there and hope that it clears it out. All right, so let's try it again here. About as quiet as a Honda. Of course, it's only 1,000 watts. Now the choke is about 3/4 closed. I'm going to try to open it a little bit, but it'll probably stall out. About 3/4 choke closed. But there we go. $5 generator. You know why now you know why I love flea markets. Do I need this? as I said, probably, do I have room for this? No. But that's it, folks. I don't know. I turned the mixture screw, but I put it back again. But the choker seems very close to the muffler here, and it's very hard to see. Let me stop that a minute. Let me get a magnifying glass, and maybe you can take the camera. And we don't have the play touch. All right, this is the screw I tried to adjust, but it just seemed like it was dying down. This is the choke here, but it's very close to the muffler, and it's getting hot in here, and it's hard to turn now. It seems locked up at the heat. Yeah, I can't turn the choke anymore. It seems like it locked up when it's hot. Got gas in it, because the guy put fresh gas in it, he said. And these are the vendors that are outside of the building, not inside. The ones inside, they charge a lot of money for stuff, and one of the fellas in a different vendor had a accordion, an old accordion, small one, in a suitcase outside. I wasn't interested in it. And later on, Tommy and I walked through the building, the mill building, where the higher price vendors are. And I saw this thing. I told the guy, there's one just like this outside. And the guy says, no more. I bought it from them. So what the inside dealers do a lot is they go and buy from the guys that are outside, which those are the ones that have the real deals. They'll buy from them, and then they'll sell them at their place inside and get 3 or 4 times the money for them. So, anyways, this is very hot now. It's a bad spot for the choke, but something must go in here. I think there must be some kind of a lever or something, because to try to turn that with this hot muffler is dangerous, and I can't. The choke is just like frozen up now. It's not moving at all. It's closed completely right now. So this will have to cool down before I'm able to do anything. Meanwhile, I could probably play around with this. I'm going to off camera and see if I can get that choke to be free. It's a okay, come over here. It's a Kawasaki FA76D. So that's the engine. Kawasaki FA76D. And it tells you here, use SAE 20 in the winter and SAE 30 oil in the summer. And the GENERAC, the generator head is made by GENERAC, and it claims 1,000, but when they claim 1,000, that's the surge. That's not a continuous run. So that's it. That's it for this video, folks. I'm going to let Tommy, he's recording, I'm going to let him edit this video. You let him do his thing. we're back on the good old Kodak ZE1 WVGA, which is so much faster to edit. It takes forever on HD to put the titles. Like sometimes you've got a little statement you want to put on top of the video, and on the video, and when you click on it, it takes like almost a minute for the text box to show up when you're in the editor, and then you can type it. And then you got to wait till the hard drive finishes doing what its thing, because the editing program don't do anything else. You don't get an hourglass. So you let it do its thing. When the hard drive goes out, then it'll continue doing its editing. So HD is impossible, even 720p. And as I mentioned before, there is no difference between WVGA, which is what I'm using right here, and Tommy's using his Kodak ZE1, than there is on any HD cameras that I've got, including 720p. I can't notice any difference. And when you look at the background, what I usually do is you look at the air conditioner screen there in the back. That's how I judge my cameras. And if I can plainly see that, that's how I test for HD or standard definition. So if that comes in clear, you got a good camera. But I can use 720p at this distance, and there is no difference in 720p as WVGA. And I've had a lot of cameras, so there is no difference in the quality. All right, I think I got a good deal, $5. How about that, folks?
So did I on that DVD player.
Yeah, and I think you did all right on the DVD player, but...
Cute little thing.
Yeah, but the problem is it's not widescreen, and neither one of us noticed that it's supposed to have a battery. There's a connector in the bottom here, so you only can use it plug in. It does work. They've tried it out with a DVD, and they gave you a power pack, which I think is it's better made than the one that was originally came with that. Okay, folks, that's it. Thanks for watching.